East field is set, West race still has much to decide. A look at where things stand in the NBA playoff picture, with 7 days remaining in the regular season. East update. The field of 8 is set. And now, it's all about the seeding. Toronto is on the brink of being number 1, and Milwaukee cannot fall past number 8. The Raptors, who are starting to look a little shaky, beat Boston in a matchup of the Eastern Conference's 2 top teams this season. The win lowered Toronto's magic number for clinching the number 1 seed in the East to 1. Another Raptors win or Celtics loss will give Toronto home court advantage for the entirety of the East playoffs. Detroit's loss to Philadelphia was the playoff clincher for Milwaukee, which is making back-to-back playoff trips for the first time since the 2003 and 2004 postseasons. The victory also pulled the 76ers, now winners of 12 straight, even with Cleveland for the third-best record in the East at 48-30, with the Cavaliers holding the tiebreaker there. Philadelphia hosts Cleveland on Friday, the second night of a back-to-back for the Cavaliers. Miami, playing while Goran Dragic, James Johnson and Dwyane Wade all were held out, rolled to an easy win at Atlanta, and moved past Washington for outright control of the number 6 spot, along with the Southeast Division lead, if that still matters. West update. New Orleans strengthened its hold on the playoff spot with an easy win over Memphis. The Pelicans are only 1 game ahead of number 9 Denver, yet also just 1 game behind number 4 Utah. The West is just a mess, at least in the race for the final 5 spots. San Antonio could have gone to number 4, but lost on the road in overtime to the Los Angeles Lakers. The Spurs remained in the number 5 spot, holding a tiebreaker edge over number 6 Oklahoma City, and just a half game up on number 7 Minnesota and the currently 8th-seeded Pelicans. Thursday's games. There are 6 games on the schedule and each one has playoff implications. Golden State at Indiana, big for the Warriors in their quest to finish with the NBA's second-best record, which would assure home court advantage if they were to make the NBA Finals. Big for the Pacers if they want to move up to the number 4 spot before the end of the season. They'll remain 5th in the East when Thursday night ends regardless of the outcome. Washington at Cleveland, the Cavaliers will be a half game ahead of Philadelphia and remain number 3 in the East with a win, and fall a half game behind the 76ers and into the number 4 spot with a loss. The Wizards need to get back on track. They've lost 6 of 8. But now have John Wall back and still have time to find playoff form. Portland at Houston, the Blazers can move closer to locking up number 3, though they likely won't have Damian Lillard because of a left ankle injury. The Rockets are just looking to ensure they start the playoffs healthy. Their number 1 overall seed is sealed. Brooklyn at Milwaukee, the Bucks are part of that 3-team tussle for number 6. Number 7 and number 8 in the East with Washington and Miami. LA Clippers at Utah, huge game for both teams. It's about as close to a must-win as can be for the Clippers. A Jazz win keeps Coach Quinn Snyder's club in the driver's seat for home court advantage in Round 1. Minnesota at Denver, the Nuggets will start the day on the outside looking in, but control their destiny. Timberwolves fans, meanwhile, are sweating it out to see if they'll be getting any playoff games in Minneapolis for the first time since 2004. Current bracket first-round matchups if the season ended Wednesday. East, 1 Toronto vs 8 Milwaukee, 2 Boston vs 7 Washington, 3 Cleveland vs 6 Miami, 4 Philadelphia vs 5 Indiana. West, 1 Houston vs 8 New Orleans, 2 Golden State vs 7 Minnesota, 3 Portland vs 6 Oklahoma City, 4 Utah vs 5 San Antonio. Note of the day: a 7-way tie for 4th in the West is still possible, with everyone at 46-36. If that were to happen, 1 team with that record would get home court advantage and 2 teams with that record would miss the playoffs entirely. Quote of the day: they're going to be a tough out in the playoffs. Detroit's Anthony Tolliver, on surging Philadelphia. More app basketball, https://upnews.com/tag/NBA basketball